Hi, my name is Joe Boonstra, and this is my 1997 Ford Ranger. It's got the 4.0 V6 with a 5-speed transmission, 4-wheel drive with the 3-inch lift. I bought this car Thanksgiving of 2015. I've had it on the road for probably 3 months now. I had it sitting for a while I was getting it ready for the road. I had some routine maintenance that had been ignored by the previous owner. I am the third owner. It was originally a Virginia car, and I bought it in Florida from the second owner. I have named this vehicle, and I named it Hank after Hank Hill because when I got him, he was a little rough around the edges, but he was very trustworthy and I could always depend on him. He was a very dependable truck. And I named him because I name all of my vehicles. I think it's something that needs to be done to vehicles for an owner to have a connection with their vehicle. Something I found unique about my Ranger as opposed to others is the way I use it, and one of the key features of this, the bumpers that I have on it, I got them made by a company here locally. They made them for me for a fairly good deal, and I got them probably 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I've used them a good bit. The second key feature of this is a camper top. It has a dual purpose. One, it keeps the bed of my truck dry so I can use store stuff back there, but it also keeps me dry because I have a bed built back there so I can sleep wherever I park. My favorite moment with this truck so far has been the day I bought it, actually. I have had plenty of good moments in this truck so far, but the day I bought it in Jacksonville, Florida, and drove it all the way home here to Northeast Georgia, about 7 hours after I just bought it. Didn't check any of the fluids. I could feel that it needed at least a wheel bearing. I drove it 7 hours home, didn't have any problems out of it, cruised 65, 70 the whole way back, and got it back here to the house, and a buddy and I checked out what all it needed on the front suspension, and it needed 3 ball joints, 2 bearings, and an inner tie rod, which if you know much about cars, you would now be asking me how I made it home 7 hours without my front end falling apart. There's a new style of car craze that I've kind of engulfed myself in called overlanding. Their motto is like camp where you park, and so that's kind of the idea behind it. With the bed in the back, you can get rooftop tents, and you can basically it's basically off-roading with camping mixed in. It's fantastic, and I'm planning a trip to California right now, camping the whole way, taking a few days to get out there, and then once we're out there, drive around, go see what we want to see, and then go from there. In just the 3 short months that I've had this truck, I've had plenty of adventures in it, and I plan to have a lot more, including the one that I mentioned earlier, going to California in a few weeks actually. And I plan to do a lot more and sleep in the back of my truck and see where the road takes me, see where the wind takes me. I think it'll be a lot of fun just getting to know my truck the more I drive it, since I've only had it for 3 months now. I've learned so much about it just in the little time that I've had it. So I think the more I drive it, the more I'll learn about it, the more it'll treat me better, and it'll be a lot of fun, and I look forward to the journey.